No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome back to the Folkestone Invicta Hometown Hero Save, and it's deadline day before the start of season 15, 16, I lose track of where we are, but it's been busy so far. We've still got quite a good squad, but before I go in, you could have paused that and got some spoilers, couldn't you? You could have paused that and got some spoilers, but looking at the... what should we go with first? Let's look at the schedule, see who we're going to have. Look, I mean, pre-season's gone well. We've absolutely battered all the Singapore teams on our tour of Singapore. We then drew Atletico Madrid, lost to Real Madrid, beat Ajax, beat Barnet 11-1. So all in all, it's been pretty good, to be honest. It's been pretty uplifting, is that the right word? Encouraging is probably a better word to use, Dave, rather than uplifting. But let's go and have a look at the transfers. So really, in essence, it's been one of our quieter transfer windows, not for the lack of bids on our players and business that we've tried to do, but Adam Ida has left to join Slavia Prague at the end of his contract. Scott Beattie, you've gone out on loan to Livingston. Daniel Bagger, who's a youngster, has gone out to Ipswich. And Brett Higgins, you've moved out to Minnesota to enjoy life in America. Firmino has joined Schalke for £100,000 a month, and they're paying all of his wages. So that's worked out quite well, because he's probably not near our first team, and I want to see how he actually does in another European league, just to see how he gets on. But that's quite an interesting one to see him go. Obviously, he's ripping up at Flamengo when he was there. Sylvian Berger moved to Fiorentina. They paid his £86 million release fee, full off cash, just gave us the money. I couldn't turn it down, obviously. And he's gone, and we're going to miss him. We are going to miss him at the back. We've brought in some replacements, so we'll see how that goes. Southampton bought Gio Maron, our striker, Patreon. He's in the higher tier of Patreon donators as well, so he got a very good player. And well, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Southampton does. Again, interesting to see how he gets on in the Premier League. He's never really been given a chance, so that will be interesting. And then finally, Marcelo Kenny, the left back, our backup left back, who was also a centre back, but he's 5'3", so I was never going to play him there. Has gone to Young Boys Bern in Switzerland for 14.25 million. Could raise to 17.75. But yeah, very, very happy with that. He was decent for us. Never really got in look at a first team position. So I was happy to make a decent profit and move him on. But obviously, we've only bought in 3 players, as you can see. One of them was a free transfer. Conroy Reynolds joins. A free transfer from Spurs, I want to say. Yeah, Spurs. He'd been on loan in the top division at Portugal. 32 appearances, 6.79. With going on that, I thought, as a backup, he'll be really good. 6'5", decent physicals, mentals are pretty good where you need them, and he can head, he can mark, and he can tackle. So I think as a backup, getting him on a free worth 9.25, I think he looks pretty damn good. Then we come to the big money signings. One of them you will definitely know. Eduardo Camavinga, £43.5 million signed from Lyon. 30 years old, but wow. I just think he could be the player that pushes us to the next step in this career. Like, really pushes us there, gets us into the Champions League, and allows us to build that a little bit further. They bought him for £110 million from Olympic Lyon, and he has been ridiculously good for them. Having his worst season of all, probably last year, but only played 17 games. I think he's going to be incredibly good for us. Incredibly good. Probably going to be sitting in there next to Moriba, but it just gives us options. We needed a central midfielder, so we went and got him in. And then we also spent £47.5 million for Juan Cruz Fernandez, who's going to be sitting in midfield as well, although I'm actually probably going to play him as a ball-playing defender, because he's 6'4", he's pretty quick, he's got great jumping reach, he can head, he's got a great first touch, he can pass, he can mark, he can tackle, he's got good positioning, good vision, good work rate. I just think this guy as a centre-back is going to be ridiculously good. Unbelievably not capped by Argentina. A really good season last year in Ligue 1. And when he's played for Liverpool, has done pretty damn well. They bought him for 4.4 million, have made, well, £43 million worth of profit. But really like the look of him. I really, really like the look of him. So it's been a small transfer window, but an expensive one nonetheless. But In terms of finances, we've still got 149 million to play with. We have got a lot of money there to play with. I'm trying to think if there's any outs I've missed from last season, but I don't think there is. I don't think anything went through before the season ended. No, it didn't. It was, Abel left for Anderlecht, Bonin moved to Arsenal. We knew all of them. So, so we've got a very good team. In terms of ins, in terms of potential ins, Lionel Larrea, remember him? Remember this guy? Yeah, you do. He got us promoted from the Championship to the Premier League and then did pretty well in the Premier League. Then he moved to Mexico. Then he moved to Newcastle. And I thought for £6 million, bringing him in as a backup right back, attacking sort of wing back would be pretty good. So, he's hopefully joining us. Joe Page turned down Livingston on a contract for loan. And, as I said, Firmino could be going... he moved to Schalke, didn't he? So I don't know why he's still there. So, but yeah, ideally, I'm still looking for a left back because we've sold Kenny and Ludwig is there on his own. In terms of right back, Gunnlaugsson and Larrea's coming in, but we have also got Bunga that can play there as well. However, there's still a lot of our players. So Osmani, Man United, Vincent, Everton, Milan, Barcelona, Madrid, Villarreal, Javier Chia, Man City, Real Madrid, Bunga, Stuttgart, Medina, Burnley and Bremen, and then Ross Jacobs is wanted by Brighton as well. So quite a large number of wanted players still at the club. We're stacked in midfield. We're stacked in strikers. We're stacked in the winger positions. Centre back, I'm more than happy with. It's literally wing backs we need, and we've got a backup right back coming in hopefully. So it'll be a backup left back, and that's what we're going to try. We're going to try and use the transfer window or transfer deadline day, to bring in. So should be interesting. 149 million, but only 664 per week left in the wage budget. So we'll definitely have to adjust some budgets, I think. Let's go and do that now. As let's go. 118 million, I think will be fine. I'm desperate to sign this guy, but he keeps turning me down for a move as an attacking complete wing back, which is what I'd want on the left, or a support complete wing back. Yeah, tackling's not the best, but imagine having him and Gunnlaugsson on either side. It would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But every time I get the bid accepted, it's 59 million, so we can actually lower that a bit, like so. They'll accept that and he'll probably say he's not interested. However, it is deadline day, so he might change his mind. But let's take part in deadline day and see what deals we can come up with. So, yeah, he's not interested for some reason. I don't know why. Who knows? I don't know whether it's worth saying, can we try him on loan? That could be an interesting one. What's his wages at the moment? 160 grand. So, 175 grand. So let's go 50-50 on wages, but we'll give you 10 grand a week, 10 grand a month, and at the end of it, we'll have an optional future fee of 40 million. We'll make that offer, just see what they say. Kim Den Hay is called left back. Yeah, I know left back, yeah. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? We can't rely on Philip all season. So yeah, left back's an interesting one. We do need a left back, and there's not too many out there, to be honest. We do have I'm looking at transfer listed players, which is why I'm surprised he doesn't want to move. Lucas Rojas is another one I was looking at. He's had a bid accepted on loan, I think, but for 26.5 million, 27 years old, Argentinian. He's better defensively. He can cross, he can dribble. He's not as quick. I don't know. It's like would he be better? Would he be better or worse than Ludwig? That's the question. Where is Philippe Ludwig? I saw him then. There he is, Ludwig Philippe. So Rojas is better at defending, better physical, speed's the same, better vision, better attacking. Oh wow, he's much better. Generally, he's much better. Better in the air. He's just not as good mentally or technically. Yeah, maybe we should go for this guy. Maybe we should definitely go for this guy. He's 20... What did I say he was? 27? Yeah, 27. Ludwig's 27. I sort of feel like it's replacing like for like rather than better. Rather than replacing with better. Ludwig's taller. but only by a little bit. I don't know. I feel like we'll make a bid. 26 million is, for us, is pretty much nothing. I would love an English left back. That's the problem. I'd love an English left back. In fact, we've got loads of money. Why am I being such a stingy ass and looking at the transfer list? This has been so stressful, by the way. This transfer window, 2 pens are broken. Every one of those players that is wanted has had at least one bid on them in the club as well. So, yeah, it's just... I mean, Sam Patel would be ideally the best left-back I buy. He is incredible when I play him at left-back for England. So, but 80 million? I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. I really don't. What have we got? Oh, hang on. I need interested in transfer on, don't I? Duh, why didn't I have that on? That's really annoying. So, yeah, John Kitchen's another one, but he's more a right winger than anything else. Either footed, he can't really tackle for the amount it would cost. He's probably not what I'm looking for. Yeah, so it's a bit frustrating. There's not really good English left backs out there. Colin Baker's not too bad, but he's 29, so he's not going to get any better. So I'm not too keen on that. I think Rojas could be the best of a bad bunch, even though he's not English. I mean, Mark Clark is out there playing at Inter. Can tackle, can't attack. He would just be a bit of a defensive fullback. Because at the moment, what we're playing, we're playing complete wing backs at the moment, and that's working. And I sort of don't want to stop that. Complete wing back on support. Crossing and dribbling's poor. Good physicals. He's decent height. Good teamwork. Decent work rate. Good positioning. Good tackling. Yeah, he's much more of a defensive fullback, which isn't a problem. It's not a problem to do that, but how much is he going to cost us? That's the question. That is the question, and that's always the tough question in Football Manager. So Rojas is incredibly interested in terms to move to us. He wants to be a regular starter. Well, he would probably start ahead of Philip Ludwig. I mean, we might as well go through and have a look at start the discussion. So let's just see if we can get him on squad player. He's happy to be a squad player. We're a bigger club than Fulham, and he really doesn't want that many wages either. That much in wages. So we'll go 70, 3.5 is fine. 20, 12, 10. How about that? Oh, we've already got him down from whatever, 80, whatever he wanted. There we go. He was very keen to move to us. I mean, that could be the job. That could be the person we need. I still want Renard from Tottenham. He's the key one I want, to be honest. He's the one that I want. He is the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, it's closing. Wickham one. Jan Petrick. Jan, you might be going on loan to Wickham. Renard bid rejected. It's gone. Asking price is still 59. Yeah, I know you'll accept that. They rejected the loan bid, but we're going to go for that. Sandoval, Mexican 21-year-old powerful centre back. Wow, he looks good. Wanted by Fiorentina. And Garcia, wonder kid from Argentina, found with the old classic system, moving to Norwich. Oh, right, awaiting a work permit for Norwich. Interesting. Fiorentina, who obviously bought our Sandoval, had interest from Fiorentina, didn't he? Who bought Berger from us. I was then very, very tempted just to go and buy one of their centre backs, who is what was his name? Oh, there, Olabe, who is clearly very, very good. 29-year-old Spanish. Very good. He's got a release fee of 55 million. I think it was reported to me. I can't really remember. We are scouting him, but I think it was 55 million you're buying for. So I'm going to get that. Hopefully, get that scoutable back, and we might buy him in because he's tall. He's really good. Yes, he's 29, but we need some experienced players to help push us through. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens. But you know, deadline day being as frantic as ever. Renard offer accepted, but he still doesn't want to move to us. Clark. You want 84 million for Clark, so nope. And Larea, yeah, for 6 million, back up right back. Come back to the club, mate. You've probably got your house still in Folkestone, in the lovely seaside town. We'll put you in the squad as Larea. We still have space for one more foreign player, which is good. Which is obviously something we're going to have to be wary of. Bringing in Rojas will be a foreigner as well, which means we won't be able to have won't be able to get in that centre back. Yeah, but I'm happy with the squad. I'm happy with the squad. We've got so many options going forward. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's actually going to be quite hard. Fulham's he's agreed to join Porto online and rejected the move to us. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? That's annoying. As part of the deal, Porto have agreed 26.5 million future fee. Impressive. It's a panic buy. We've done our due diligence. We're very comfortable to sign him. We know who he is. He's played for us before. That's not a problem. You know what I'm like. You know I love a deadline day big deal. So the chances is that if it all goes pretty quiet, how close are you to signing? It's unfair to go into details because I don't want to admit that he moved to Porto over me. Defender left centre. Again, you look pretty... You're 30 years old though, mate. You're 30 years old. I don't want 30-year-old players. 29, I think, is my cut-off, although I bought Camavinga, who's 30. Oh, man. Left back. The thing is, I don't really even know what... I'm just looking for better than Ludwig, if that's out there. Add condition, no one. Add settings, attributes, key role, defensive role, complete wing back, support. Anyone out there with all them 15? No. Anyone out there with all of them at 16? No. Anyone out there with 10? Yes, loads of people. Okay, anyone out there with 15 of them? Two players have been found, and they're really cheap, and they're both 21. Jan Walter, I'll tell you what, I know we can't see his stats, but just by that, I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted. That looks... He looks ridiculously good. Like, ridiculously good. I know there's a lot of in between this, in between that, but even then. Okay, Jan Walter. First one on, and João Sosa. Good tackling. He's going to have good tackling. He's going to have good passing. He's going to have great physical attributes. Dribbling and crossing lets him down. He's probably slightly more of a centre-back then. I'll tell you what, let's go for that Jan Walter guy. 21 years old. Czech Republic international. He probably has a release fee. But we don't know, so I'm just going to go... I'll tell you what, let's just be cheeky to start with. Let's just go, yeah, we'll give you 3 million. Okay, you want 19.5. We'll give you 20%, but then we'll give you 5 million. No, that means... Okay, that was well unacceptable. So we'll give you... Let's go 8 million. I feel like if we can get someone like... You just look... That's pure instinct, that. That is pure instinct. About trying to get him in. Walter negotiated 14.5, so 20 million, and let's go 9. We'll go up to 9 million. I mean, we've got loads of cash. Okay, they're negotiating. Okay, we'll give you 40% and 10. No, we'll give you 30% and 10. No, we'll give you 30% and 11. Yeah, happy with that? Right, well, this could be our backup fullback coming in. Walter's very interested, squad player. He's going to be really cheap. Squad regular important. I think that will make sense if you've got your... If your potential is what I think it is. I mean, he's got up to 5-star potential ability, which is very good, obviously. 21 grand will give you 150 signing on. You're not going to get 10% of anything, and you're not going to get any of these, which means we'll actually up your wage. Just so that you stay on 25 grand. You want 30, we'll give you 28 and 170. How about that? There you go. Happy with that. Happy to bring in him. I do really sort of want... Oh, Newcastle for 9 million for Juan Flores. I've been looking at him. I was looking at him a long time ago, I think. I just think it may be worth having a stab at that centre-back because he is ridiculously good. Heading's crap, but I'm not too fussed about that. Really good in Serie A. He's been consistently on like a 6.9, 6.8, 6.9 sort of rating. 6'5". I'm just gonna make a little. We'll just test the water. Let's just test the water here. 50 million. See, 64. He's cheaper than what we sold Berger for. 54. They're already coming down to 60. 55. We'll go 56. 56. That's pure. I'm making two instinct purchases on deadline day. I thought, yeah, they've accepted 56 million. And he's very keen to move to us. There's a lot to do, but we're optimistic. Now, would this screw us over with foreign player registration? And who could we try and move on at short notice? Who could we try and move on at short notice? We've got 16, maximum of 17 foreigners. Now this is a little bit irritating. Is there anybody? Have I got unavailable? No, I haven't got unavailable ticked. Have we got anyone on the under 23s that I've registered? Callum, but he is homegrown. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to go through because of the foreign limit. Oh, now we've got the decision. Is it the left back or a centre back? We need a left back more than centre back. That's the problem. Can he play anywhere else, or is he? No, not really. Oh, now is what would be blinding if that is Walters registered as under 21. See, look, we can see all his stats now. That's interesting, isn't it? We can see all of his stats. The scout report's completely done. Really good determination, really good physical stats, really good work rate, really good technique. Tackling's okay. I think as a backup, he'd be really good. I think he would be good as a backup, but I mean, he's ripping the Czech league to pieces, really. Is he worth it? When we could probably just go and sign him again. See, I think Alabi makes a difference to our team. I think it really makes a difference. Is Walter better than anyone else we've got that can play? Now, if I'd thought about this in advance, I wouldn't have got rid of Bagger and I would have kept him as our backup. But, I mean, because Kenwin as well. Kenwin would have been a good one to have, but he's gone on loan to Hoffenheim because I couldn't guarantee him football. Dylan Goodwin. We could retrain him up. He's nowhere near as good as Walter. It's a tough scenario. It's a tough situation here. Nido Predic. No, he doesn't look like he's up to much. And then you look at the first team. Because Gunlaugson can't really fill in there, but he probably could. I mean, I look how good he's getting now. That is incredible. Absolutely ridiculous. Bunga fills in at right back for us. Could fill in at left back, I'm sure. Sure he could do the job. Gashi can't play any. He's only right-footed. Conroy Reynolds. I'm tempted to get Conroy Reynolds trained up as a left back. It's an option. Oh, man. And then or do we just try and get rid of one of our foreigners very quickly at short notice? Because Vincent now doesn't get into my first team anymore. Pablinho is good. I mean, Diego is probably the one that would move on. If we can get a little bit of profit, we bought him for like 17 million on his release fee. We'll pop him out there. We'll offer him for 25 and see what happens. We will go through and do these negotiations as well. So yeah, regular starter's fine. 4 years is quite a lot, but we'll probably cash on him before that anyway. It's another older player, but the experience is ridiculous. Right, he's happy to move for 150 grand, so that's good. There's 2 hours to go. I think we're going to have to go for Walter because we need that left back. I wish I could delay it, but I can't. Ugh. Clean bill of health, no medical concerns. Right, let's get. We'll get Walter in. We'll get Walter in. We sign him, send him on the attensive language. B-, so they're pretty good. They're pretty happy with that. Chia can give him a hello. Oh, Larby. I mean, he's 29, which isn't... and it's peak, isn't it, really? It's peak. 29 to 31 is pretty much peak for defenders. He's really, really good. Like, attributes-wise, he's really, really good. Let's have a look at last season. So, in the league, 30 appearances, didn't score. 4 yellows, that's not too bad. 3.39 tackles, 86%. Yeah, I mean, he gave away 33 fouls, which isn't much, really. 6.95, basically 4 tackles a game he averages. And then the season before, we had his really good season. Yeah, 4 tackles a game. He's pretty consistent. He's pretty consistent. I just wonder if... So he's wanted by 16 clubs. See, that strikes me that he's going to be absolutely brilliant. It strikes me that I probably shouldn't be getting rid, but... Oh, see, Alabi's going to sign, isn't he? Alabi's going to sign. Yeah, whatever. Can we talk about more important things? Pablo Diego, offered to clubs. 40 million and transfer list him. Let's just see if anyone bites. Let's just see. Because I still think there's our deadline day and elect an offer for him. Okay. So Alabe, Ars Ramos, can you come and welcome into the club? Good, thank you. Squad Reg. So he's in, and yeah, and Walter's in, but then we register over both of those. So if we get rid of Diego and put Walter in, then the squad is pretty much perfect. So that's what we're going to go with for now. 22 million, 7.75. I don't mind paying some of his wages. 29.5 million. I'm going to reject that because I think we can get more. I'm going to offer him out again, 40 million. We'll just see if anyone bites. No offers at the moment. Preferred choice from Real Madrid, obviously. Right. Should be looking to move him on before the day. We'd like to sell Diego, in all honesty. But I think their windows still stay open because they're staying until the end of September because there's still that issue where it hasn't updated. 42 clubs. That's a lot of clubs who all want him on a transfer. We're definitely going to get some bids for him. So the transfer deadline's passed. There we go. Player wage expenditure. We're up to 8th for player wage expenditure now. And the biggest spender is £164 million. Wow. Isaiah Palacios moved to Bayern Munich. Joshua Celia from Stade Rennais to Liverpool. He looks very, very good. But there we go. So that's the squad. And, yeah, annoyingly. So Man United can't buy Osmani. That's fine. Vincent could move abroad. Chia could move abroad. Bunga could move abroad. Medina could move abroad. And Ross, no, you're not going on loan to Coventry, so that's fine. But, yeah, interesting. Have I made an error? I just don't... I look at Diego and I don't think he's going to be... I mean, he's good, isn't he? He's 21... It's just because he won't play for us, although he is now an inverted winger. Or recommended to be an inverted winger, which does help us out. Have I been too hasty with Diego? I mean, I don't want to sell Fernandes, but after last season, he should be so much better. After that season, that is a dreadful season. To be fair, in this season he has scored 4 goals in pre-season, so he may find his play. But yeah, well, I think we're actually gonna leave it there, and we're not even gonna come back for the first game of the season because it's been quite a long episode for transfer deadline day. So that was hectic. It's part and parcel of the game. So yeah, we'll be there. We'll be back for. To be fair, I want to just get through this season into the important stages. So we were back for the first part of the UEFA League group stage. bloody hell. You can see why it's been such a stressful transfer window, can't you? But big money spent. Big money spent. 164 million spent, 109 million came in. Some great signings, I think. I think Fernandez, Camavinga and Olabi is absolutely brilliant signings. We'll just have to see how it goes. It may even lead to a slight change of formation, but I'm not too sure yet. But thank you so much for watching. We'll be back for the start of the Europa League group stage. But thank you for watching for now. I'm out. Cheers.